So oh, that's what I could do. Will anybody even care? I don't think so. Let's see. Random facts about me! And then stay tuned for the crystals. That's why you're here, right? Well, these are completely random, and it's not answering questions, it's just random facts. I used to play the clarinet from 6th through 8th? 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I believe. I played the clarinet. That was pretty cool. I didn't end up going on through high school, but I still have it. And I need to get the corks replaced and get some new reeds, and I really should brush up and pretty much like need to relearn how to do it, but I should do that. That was always fun. This is a full story in itself, but long story short, it'll still be long. I made an impromptu trip to Ohio one year for my fiance, husband, whatever you want to call him, Mike, for my Mike. It's when it was years ago when I was working, and his birthday came around, and he was saying, I don't want to even want to be acknowledged. Don't talk to me about it, blah, 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 blah. And it was apparently one of those woman things where it's like, don't do anything for me. Don't acknowledge me. I don't want anything. Like, dude, don't say to me, you want to pretend it's not your birthday unless you mean it. 'Cause I had to work. I didn't take off work because you didn't want to. I didn't say anything. I didn't get you anything. That was insensitive, and I agree with that. But the next morning, he was so mad. He got up and left without a word, was like ready to write me off. Like, we're done. Ready to be like that. And that really, really sucked. And it was before the time of, I'm filming on this thing, before the time of smartphones. And being able to just, where do I go? So I had to go to the computer upstairs. Oh, by the way, we were living in my father's basement at the time. So I had to head up to the computer, search for the directions for his favorite pie place. Ackett's, right? No, not Ackett's. Baker's Square. Baker's Square, which... Baker's Square? Why? Why would you leave Michigan? You, like, completely just evacuated Michigan. What the heck? So, I looked up the directions and blindly headed off on a 3-hour trip to Ohio. Just following the directions I printed out, hoping that I'd get there. And once I did get there, I didn't bring anything with me to take this pie home because he likes their French silk pie. The chocolate with super thick whipped cream on top, the chocolate moussiness on the inside. So I ended up makeshifting, and I had the pie in a box and put ice all around it and brought it home and surprised him with it and told him, I love you. I love you so much. I am so very sorry. This doesn't make up for it, but because he left for work in the morning. I went straight upstairs to figure out where to get his pie and print out directions, and I went. So just basically, I'm sorry, I love you, I went and got you a pie, and as far as I know, that was a pretty huge gesture to just blindly go drive off and get him a pie on a whim from like 3 hours out of state, 3 hours out of state, and then back. Not to mention it was between the pie and the gas, and ended up being like an $80 pie, but it was worth it. I've never lived by myself. I've either been living at my parents' house or lived with Mike. So, how many of you, anyone else had never lived on their own? or had to do an extravagant thing to show how sorry you were. Let's see. In the for the sake of like honesty and transparency, I did not graduate high school until I was 19. Which I'm trying to calculate that. I must have been 19. 19. I don't think I was 20. But my graduation year or class was the class of 2006. Woo. If there's anyone else, L'Anse Creuse High School North, L'Anse Creuse North High School, whatever I'm supposed to call it. Crusaders! Hi! Anybody from there? Probably not. Please tell me if you are. Or if you're not from North, are you from Central? Are you from L'Anse Creuse High School? Any of that? Did you go to Pankow? Ah, man, Pankow. Mr. Nimps! If you know Mr. Nimps, like, dude. He was great. He was an awesome teacher, an electronics teacher. Anyway, yeah, I didn't graduate till I was 19. I will, while there's nothing wrong with the GED, I will very proudly say that I was able to get my diploma rather than a GED. I had to do extra work. I had to basically go to school I went to school an extra year. In 2007 and procrastinated and didn't graduate, but walked with that class. And then I couldn't keep going to the high school, obviously, and I didn't have that much more to do. It was just a couple of credits I needed to get, and I was just lazy and procrastinate, and there are no excuses. It's just that's my life. That's how it happened. But I did. I graduated. I have must be upstairs. If I can find it, I'll throw a picture in here of my lovely diploma. Yeah. Anyway, not the proudest moment in my life, of my life. But I plan to try and use it as a learning experience for anyone that I can, because it was not fun, it was not good, and I do not recommend it. Just do your work and get through it, and blah. Stuff like that. Wasted money in college, too. Don't waste money in college. Try and figure out what you're going to do, but if you're not committed, then figure out how you can fix that or accomplish your goals. I think all that came out wrong. Go to college. College is a good thing. I need to go back to college, but I also need to get my mental health under control, or I'll just be wasting money because I already know I won't be able to commit and buckle down and get the assignments done. And if you understand, then, or if you understand what I'm about to say, I don't call people out on it, but it's hurtful to be told, well, just do it, just apply yourself, just buckle down and do it. It's just like, if it were that simple, I'd have a lot more things accomplished in my life. If it were really that simple. No, it could be. It's completely my fault that I haven't gotten to a therapist, psychiatrist. That I don't have myself under control. I'm not even trying. So that is my fault. But I don't know. What are you gonna do, I guess? Oh, my next one here. There's can you see it right here? Where my hair parts? I think you can see it. Right here I have a scar. How close can I get? Oh, you can see. Oh yeah, you can see that. See how it digs up into my hairline and then stops? I've got a good divot there too. When I was like 6, my mom was picking us up from, because my mom worked. Both my parents worked. She was picking us up from, I don't want to call it a babysitter necessarily, because she would watch us regularly. We'd go to her house all the time. Well, not all the time. It was always the same person. I think you know what I mean. Excuse me. Anyway, she was picking us up, and I think she'd gone back inside, or was up on the porch talking, or whatever it was. And we were all out in the van. Well, I guess for whatever reason, because I can't fathom why, for whatever reason, I don't know if I was buckled yet, but I was I got myself out of my seat, and it was, because it's a van, they don't have just like the traditional roll down windows, plus we're talking about more than 20 years ago. We're talking about almost 25 years ago. So, so anyway, the van, there, on one side there would be the sliding door, but then the other side, there'd be, a sliding window, which, I mean, I can't tell you how big it was. I can't give you scale, but there was a sliding window, and again, I don't know my reasoning. I could not tell you why. I don't know why. I decided to climb out of that window and head for the roof of the van, which I think I successfully got to the roof. I think I successfully got out of the window. And nobody saw me. Just, but then I definitely, and again, I don't know how. I don't know if I climbed up on the roof and was then like trying to look down, or then trying to crawl back in, or whatever it was, but I straight into their gravel driveway. I fell headfirst into their gravel driveway and split my head open and had to have stitches, and it must have been a fracture or a hairline or whatever it was, because I don't think it was a break, but I had a cast on my arm, which my mom painted pink for me. I remember the pink too. It was like Barbie pink. Anyway, yeah. So I was 6 years old and stupid, and fell into a gravel driveway, and it happened upon this lovely scar, probably a little brain damage, and just vague memories that aren't real. But yeah, I remember we were in the back of the van, and they had a cloth on my head, and freaking out, and blah blah blah, and all that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness, that is forever ago. If I got 2 kids, through a series of events, and I applaud my father. I really do. I applaud my father. Through a series of events that don't need to be mentioned, my father adopted my niece and my niece and 3 nephews. So, how did I write this? So, my niece and nephews are legally my siblings. My sister's kids are also her siblings. So they're not, she's their mother and their sister. I'm their aunt and their sister, legally. Which is just funny. So legally my father has 8 children. Biologically 4. Legally 8. This is insane. He stepped up in an insane way to keep them a part of our family, and that was incredible of him. But anyway, no, I just wanted to be able to say that my niece and nephews are my siblings. I just seemed like an interesting fact. Just, I'm my own grandpa. I can only hope that you know that song. Otherwise, that makes me extra old. Although, I do have to realize that even at my age, I am familiar and used to watch a lot of things before my time. I loved TV Land and Nick at Night and all of the old stuff. Just I Love Lucy, The Odd Couple, Dick Van Dyke Show, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie. What other ones were my favorites? Oh jeez, I loved all of them. All of them. Oh yeah, just because I just saw one that reminded me, I just Get Smart. And just so many old shows that I loved. Ooh, tell me, because I don't find people often that do. Did you used to watch Duckman or The Critic? Because those were both, for the age that I was much too young for those shows, but they were awesome. They'd be on anywhere between the 2 and 4 o'clock realm in the morning, and then I'd go to school, be up for school at 6. Yeah. Oh yeah, good times. Not so good times. Lots of depressed times. Anyway. Oh. I guess we could go with that. It's kind of cool. You know, I mentioned Mike. We technically we met in high school. We remember I think it was this one. I mentioned Mr. Nips. We met in his electronics class, and he tried to offer me a ride back to school from Pankow one day. But I technically had a boyfriend, and I knew that if I got in that car, it's like I could very easily like you. You're cool. But right now, because it was very early on, it's like right now I have a boyfriend, and it would not be good for me to get into a car with you right now. So I'm gonna make my way back to the school on the bus. And I think he said that technically he respected me for that, rather than just like going off and being like, oh fuck him and blah, you know, the boyfriend. But anyway, oh yeah, so we met in high school, and we're, you know, as much as you can be with other people in your class. We were acquaintances at school, and then gosh, let's see, how long would that make it if it was high school? Almost 5 years later, probably. 16, no, probably more like 4, probably 4 years later. I was working at McDonald's in you know, in our town, and he happened to come through, and it was funny because he said he recognized me. No, neither one of us said anything at the time, but he recognized me, and after I rang him up, it was like, I was like, who is that? I know he's, I was like, Delaney, Mike Delaney, and I remembered him, and I can't remember if it was later that day or within a couple days, but apparently he went and looked me up and found me on MySpace. We're going way back. Way back. MySpace. And he wrote me a message on there. And then we exchanged numbers, and I guess the rest is history. We ended up hanging out, ended up really clicking, and actually I guess in a way you could kind of call it a whirlwind, because it was gosh, maybe 2 months in, and then he started sleeping over where I was living, and then he got an apartment, so I'd go and sleep at his house, and then it turned into I hadn't been home for a week, and then eventually I was living with my mom and my stepdad, but that turned into, you know, things happened with the apartment, and eventually he just came back with me, and we moved in there. Well, he moved in with me, so I mean we've just To a point we've been inseparable. Because, I mean, obviously everybody lives their lives, everybody works. We're not like, oh my gosh, I can't be away from you. But we've just been, you know, with each other and don't want to be away from each other ever since. So, I mean, everybody has their ups and downs. I'm not trying to say we haven't. We still have our ups and downs now. So, lots of not fun times right now. We do write our situation in life. Anyway, that's not your concern. You don't really care about that. But anyway, I don't know. I've probably yakety yacked your ear off enough tonight. If you enjoy watching my videos, or on at the end. The end? I think it's the end. The end is near. I will let my future self take it from here, I guess. Or she did. I don't know. Whichever one. Anyway, if you enjoy my videos, I mean, you know, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. And I don't think I can express to people how cool it is and how much it means to me when you watch my videos, subscribed or not. Subscribe preferably. But every time I hit a milestone, I take a screenshot. When I hit 100, when I hit 200, when I hit 230, when I hit 240, like, oh my god, do a screenshot, I can't believe it. I can't believe people are watching me. It like almost, I don't want to seem sappy, but it almost makes me teary-eyed. I can't believe people actually watch my videos and then comment and be like, oh, I loved it, and oh, I expressed that they like watching me. I'm like, what? That's crazy. It's just tiny little me in this house, and it's just me against the world. Not against. This little stay-at-home mom that nobody listens to in real life. You know, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Nobody cares what I have to say. But you do. You care, and you keep coming back, and you keep watching, and you've chosen to stay subscribed and keep me in your feed, whether you watch me or not. You don't toss me aside like I'm garbage, and that means so much to me. And thank you. It's been really fun the past year making videos on YouTube, and thank you so much for watching and for hanging out. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't still be making videos. And that's not an exaggeration. That's not kissing anyone's ass. Because I like making the videos, and I like getting the stuff that I do and talking to you. But if you weren't there, if you aren't on the other side, I'm just wasting my breath and time and energy, so I wouldn't be doing it. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to know, I gotta figure out how to get more people to see my videos. I don't know if it's that people don't like my videos, they're just not seeing them. So if they're not seeing them, please just go ahead and, like, I don't know, recommend me to some people you know, or if you have a lot of friends, I don't know, share my videos. It's, you know, if people aren't interested, then they aren't interested. It's fine, and I need to figure out how to change that and be more entertaining. But if I just haven't figured out how to get myself out there, because I'm working with only a phone and I don't have a computer to be able to really navigate YouTube or TubeBuddy or any of those things, then, you know, I mean, I gotta figure that out. Or if you have any advice, my email's down below. You don't have to bother with the comments. Or, I mean, if it's something small, throw it in a comment. Otherwise, my email's down below. Feel free to contact me. Business or personal. Whatever.
I used to have friends. I feel like I used to be that person that was just 24/7, call me. It's 3 in the morning and you're upset, I need to talk, you call me, I will be up, I will be awake, I will leave my house, I will come to you, I will do whatever you need, any time of day, I am there for you.
Leaving school makes things harder and harder and harder to make friends, especially with my social inadequacies. So I wish I could figure it out. It's like I say to Mike, when someone's cool and you're hanging out with them, how do you ask for their number without sounding like you're hitting on them? Kind of thing. Or is that just all in my head and it doesn't sound like that? If it's like, hey, what's your number? I'd love to be able to hang out again. Or just chat with you. It was an incredible conversation. Okay, I'm just dragging this out. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, give it a share, hit that subscribe button, and I hope I see you in my next videos. So, till the next time, I am Christina. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all, not tomorrow, but I'll see you soon. Bye! And, if you liked the video, please, let me know. Like it. Put a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and, comment down below, or tell me something about yourself. Something that maybe people would be surprised about or wouldn't know about you. Also, if you're not already, subscribe and come on back, because I keep saying it, but I need to get more videos out, and life has been hectic, so hopefully I can get more things going. My Ipsy, my Boxycharm, they're coming this week. Well, not this week, they're coming soon. And I'm going to be getting, hopefully, I clicked the link. Hopefully I'll be one of the lucky people that subscribes and gets there before they run out. But I'm hoping to do Boxy Lux for September. So keep an eye out for that. I'm really excited to see how it goes. If you don't know already, they did release everything that not everything. They released a spoiler, which is a Pretty Vulgar palette, which is really nice. I can't remember which one. But if you search for Boxycharm spoilers, I know a lot of people have videos out. And for Boxy Lux, the box is like 3 times the size of the regular Boxycharm, so they can fit bigger products in it and more products in it. And I think it ends up being like $49.98 or something like that. It's basically $50 for the Boxy Lux, because you have the $21 that you originally pay, and then they'll charge you $28 for the upgrade. So they said, was it Yosef? I think that's his name. He said that you'll be charged twice. You'll be charged for your regular Boxycharm, and then another like 28 something for your upgrade. Now I know in some states there's also a tax, so I'm not sure if it'll be exactly $50, but it's right around there. Anyway, yes, I will see you next time. Bye bye.